Hello there, I am so delighted you are here with me. Thank you for being here. Today I'm doing another tag video, and this video is a little different, at least for the types of videos that I'm generally tagged in. I'm usually tagged in luxury handbag tags and jewelry tags. This one's a little different, it's not too far afield. This is my 2020 fashion resolutions tag. This is apropos for me. This is a very good time to be doing this. If you have been following me, you will know that I have moved from a rather large house, a very large house, with a lot of area to store everything, including a huge closet area to store a lot of clothing and handbags. I have since moved, I have downsized, my boys are grown, and I have just decided to lead a simpler life in a condo. I love my condo, and I have loved sizing down. Downsizing, right sizing, whatever you want to call it. It feels great to me. It is causing me to have to rethink a lot of things, a lot of my collections, and a lot of just my things, the things that I have, I'm having to pare down quite a bit. Some of it is hard, and some of it I am rather enjoying. A lot of my resolutions have to do with making this move and how I will be living my life now and how I will remain fashionable while doing it. In fact, I may end up being more fashionable by doing it. So let's get started. My first fashion resolution for 2020 is to prune hard. I will be getting rid of a lot of items. I'll be getting rid of clothing, I'll be getting rid of handbags. A lot of these things I love. I just don't have the room for them. I was always the type of person, especially in my handbag collection, who thought, why would I get black or brown? You can get that anytime. I love this bag in this bright color. I could do that because I had this space to store a lot of things, and I would have a different color bag for different outfits, and I had a lot of different colored clothes as well. I've never been limited, or not very limited, by space in the past, and I'm also not very hard on my things. I'm not particularly hard on my bags, my clothing, or even my shoes. I'm comfortable with my personal style, so I'm able to purchase something and know that I love it and that I will love it for a long time. I don't tend to follow trends. I have clothes I've had a long time, and I have quite a number of them. I have pruned down over the years. There was a time that a friend of mine came in as I was organizing my closet. He's Donnie Grissom, you may know him if you've watched some of my videos with him. And he said, Jill, I can't imitate Donnie, but he said, are you aware that you have 30 black skirts? I'm not talking about 30 bottoms or 30 skirts. I'm talking about 30 black skirts. You can wear a different black skirt every day of the month. And that was a number of years ago, and I did. I had way too many clothes. And I pruned down pretty well, but I still had so much closet space that I could have a lot of clothes and it was fine. It didn't feel crowded. Life is different now. I'm going to need to prune and prune hard. My second fashion resolution is that I want to shore up my basics. I was at a point in my life that when I would go shopping, I would say, why would I want to buy a handbag or a jacket or a pair of pants in black or brown? You can get that anytime. I like this bright color, and I would purchase the color and I would wear the color. And I could do that because I had enough space to have a lot of colors in my wardrobe and just vary things all the time. Over the years, my basics have suffered. When I look at pruning down my wardrobe, I don't have a lot of basics that allow you to have a smaller wardrobe. I don't have a beautiful pair of black trousers. I'm sure I still have a black skirt. And I don't have a beautiful pair of brown trousers, that type of thing. I need to make a basics list for myself. Now, I don't necessarily want my basics to be too basic. I would like them to be maybe an interesting black pair of trousers, but still just a solid black pair of trousers, that type of thing. And I need to look across my whole wardrobe and ask myself, do I have the black bag for every occasion, the brown bag for every occasion? And then do I have, as I said, black trousers, black skirt, white t-shirts, just whatever I want my basics to be, do I have that in place? My third resolution is that I'm going to step up or level up my scarf and belt game. I am going to take those basics that I get and that I make sure that I have, and I'm going to add the color and variety that I crave through scarves. They take up a lot less space. I can wear them in a number of ways. This is how I plan to add variety to a pretty basic and neutral wardrobe. Now, I'm not saying that my entire wardrobe will be neutral. I will have some colors, but I think I'm going to, moving forward, stick mostly to solids and add prints and excitement through these scarves and also belts. The reason that I haven't worn a lot of scarves in the past is that I am a fine jewelry designer. I am usually wanting to show off my jewelry, necklace, rings, earrings. And so I've thought, I don't think I want a scarf here because it hides a necklace or doesn't provide an opportunity for a necklace. I'm going to try to vary that up a little bit. I will still, even if I'm wearing a scarf, I'll have a necklace under it, and I'll experiment with ways to tie a scarf so that a necklace can still show. The other thing I will do is I will wear scarves in different places, maybe on my handbag, maybe as a belt, maybe in my hair, so that I can add variety to my wardrobe and still show off my jewelry. The only reason my belt game hasn't been on point lately is just because belts kind of went out for a little while. I do have some belts and I do wear them, but I haven't worn them all the time. A lot of times I wouldn't tuck my shirt in, I would leave it just untucked. And I may still do that, but I would like to make sure that I have good quality belts to go with most of my outfits. I do enjoy wearing a belt and I'm happy to see them coming back. Number 4 is I am going to create a very thoughtful handbag collection. This is kind of akin to having basics, but when I was talking about my basics before, I was talking more clothing. I have about 60 handbags. I did a 2018 collection video. I think I had 54 or 55 bags then, and I have certainly purchased more since then. I think I have about 60 handbags. I do not have room for 60 handbags. So what I am doing is crafting my dream handbag collection, really thinking about what that is, and I am creating that collection and letting some of the other bags go. When I think about creating my dream handbag collection, I'm thinking about having bags that I truly love, absolutely love, and that are versatile and can be worn in a variety of situations. I want to try to make sure that I have every situation covered with a smaller number of bags, and to make sure that I don't have bags that are repeating, that I would wear in the same situation or that is in the same color. And as I'm recording this, I am not sure if you have yet seen my most recent handbag that is a dream bag for me and that I can wear a lot of the time. It will definitely help me to reduce my collection, and I have other bags in mind that will do the same thing. That is number 4, creating a compact dream handbag collection. Number 5 is to have my closet professionally designed. I went from a dressing room with actually even an extra room to one reach-in closet. Now it is a fairly large reach-in closet, but it's a lot smaller than what I'm used to, and it is reach-in. It is not a walk-in closet. Currently, it is just one long rod going the whole way with a shelf going over that. That's it. There is no design or organization opportunity involved with it. And it also has 2 sets of double doors that just get in the way of everything. I plan to take the wall and doors out, have the closet designed, and then I need to come up with some sort of doors that slide, that go all the way from the floor to the ceiling, so I have full access of the closet. I know I only have limited space in this closet, but I do plan to make the most of it. Those are my 2020 fashion resolutions. They all center around having a smaller, well thought out wardrobe and to be ready for any occasion. Now is the part where I tag people. I tag Autumn Beckman, Yota Style, Bobster92, Be Fabulous With Me Irene, Tabby Violet, Oksana LV, Sabrina Shakofte, and Life of MC. I would love to see each of you do this tag. Thank you so much for being here. If you haven't subscribed, please do that right now so we can be sure and see each other again. Until next time.